will need 1 cup of plain flour or maida, half a cup of powdered sugar, 3 tablespoons of cocoa, 1/4 cup of oil, 3/4 cup of water, 2 tablespoons of corn flour, a quarter teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence, and vinegar, a quarter teaspoon of instant coffee. You will also need 1.5 to 2 cups of salt for baking, so let us start making it. We are going to start off by preheating our cooker just like we do our oven. Here I am using a idli cooker. You can also use a pressure cooker. Just make sure it's big enough like this. I'm going to add in my salt. This is normal regular salt. Now spread it really well. We basically want a thick layer of salt at the bottom of our cooker. In comes a wire stand and a perforated plate. Now I'm going to cover this and heat this up in medium flame while we are getting ready with the batter. This cake is very easy to make. We are going to start off by taking a bowl and sieve in our dry ingredients. So here I am taking my plain flour or maida, sugar, cocoa powder, corn flour. By adding the corn flour we are actually making cake flour. So if you have cake flour you can also add cake flour and skip the corn flour. Instant coffee, salt and baking soda. You can notice there is no baking powder in this recipe. Just to help everything pass through really well, I'm going to use a whisk. This is why we sieve our mix. You can see there are lots of lumps over there. I'm going to just pass it through really well. So our dry mix is ready. Now let's mix our wet ingredients and then we are going to make our cake. Into this bowl I'm going to add in my oil, followed by vanilla, water. If you are not willing to make this cake vegan, you can also add milk over here, and you can also replace the oil with melted butter. And my vinegar. Just give it a light mix. Now we just have to mix our dry and wet ingredients and then we are going to bake the cake. To the dry mix I am going to add in my wet mixture and whisk it through. A quick tip, never overmix your cake batter. Our cake batter is ready. Now let's grease our cake tin and bake it. Here I have a 7-inch utensil. You can also use a 7-inch cake tin. I'm going to spread some oil over here. Now I'm going to add in just about a tablespoon of plain flour to this and dust it. Our cake tin is also ready. Now let's add our cake batter to this. Now let's bake this. Now cover this and bake for about 20 to 25 minutes. My cake baked for about 25 minutes and is cool now. Now let's take it out. Take a knife and run it through the edge. Now invert it to a plate and tap it. So our cake looks good. A little dark color on the top, but we can easily trim that off.